Yo, Elliott.
How do I overcome a broken heart when I was the one who broke it by denying its deepest desire? So, long story short, our friend fell in love with a girl in Bali who we met on Tinder. She wanted it to be something more than he was willing to make it. So he broke it off and then came back to the United States. Well, guess what? He decided, I'm going back. So, just like in the movies, after the train takes off, he realizes, oh, what did I do? And he goes, chases the train, right? So he flies back to Bali and she's in another relationship. Now you're threatening her relationship, so she cuts you off. Then he goes on to say, I've thought about her every day since November, borderline depressed, thinking about how I betrayed my heart every day and betrayed my purpose for turning back. Now I feel like I'm unattractive to feminine energy completely. How can I get my power, happiness, and influence back through this situation when I feel that I've betrayed both my heart and my purpose? I want to throw up. None of this romantic shit does it for me any longer. It just seems so silly. I think most of us would be looking at it the same way if we didn't allow ourselves to get emotional about these women who actually have zero place in our life. You don't know if this girl is right for you or not because you're a drug addict hooked on her puss. That's what happens every single time. The minute we're running around boning and poking each other for fun, it's like, okay, the society is shot. You know why the society is shot? Because men become weak as a result. Whining and crying over bitches you met on Bali from fucking Tinder. You're a smart, young, good-looking guy. Why don't you build something with your life? Do something great with your life. Do something great for the world rather than blowing sterile loads in these strange chicks from across the planet. What a waste of time. What a waste of a man. The war for us is the war against our flesh because we become imprisoned by our passions. And the enemy knows this. That's why they've unleashed all these vices for us to get trapped in. As opposed to someone who's an alcoholic, someone who's a drug addict, someone who's an overeater, there's a number of things that makes a sex drug so insidious. Number one is the sense of pride that comes from it. You think you're accomplishing something, but basically you're taking hits of a drug from a drug dealer who doesn't have your best interest in mind. Fornication is a sex addiction because if we cannot have self-control and we cannot be chaste as men prior to going into a serious relationship with intention to build, we're seeking pleasure. You know what happens when you chase women who cut you off? They disdain you. Women hate weak men. And if you chase her, you're groveling after her, you are the epitome of a weak man. Repent. Repent. I love that word. Not only does that word trigger people because it sounds those damn Christian and it makes them vomit, but I like the word because it literally means recognize you were wrong, turn around, and don't do that shit again. But the problem is most guys don't know what they did wrong, so they end up looking for another woman to fall into. Don't deal with women that you won't marry, that you will not marry. Weaponize chastity. I'm going to say that till I'm blue in the face. And I know there's people that say, oh, Elliott, you don't get it. Well, I don't have to get it because I see it. Once we take our power back, and when I say take your power back, it's not about slapping bitches around. It's not about talking tough or walking around and acting like Andrew Tate. That's not what I'm talking about. A man who takes his power back is a man who doesn't give his seed away. So you're still a mama's boy. You're being a simp. Get over it. Man the fuck up and stop fucking these women that don't deserve your time and energy.
Yo, Elliott.